because people would see it more, it would be more visible to them. But because there's not much demand, people don't want to get into gardening and farming for profit using vegetable production, because the demand's not there. So that means the supply's not there. It's like this weird cyclical problem that doesn't follow the normal rules of supply and demand. It's really annoying. And it's not just specific to me. Like I have a friend that does pasture raised pork, lamb, poultry, and beef. And he kind of has the same problem. I had this idea to start an IRL drain using this one, Lone Gardener, to kind of give people the opportunity to reconnect with their food system on an interactive virtual basis. I have a whole rig set up that I'm going to wear, and I'll take you through the day of what it takes to grow your produce. And some of it's going to be really boring, like weeding, bed maintenance. But we're going to be doing planting, harvesting. It's going to be like this honest portrayal of what it's like to grow vegetables for profit. Another big thing that we've always wanted to focus on but can't because of the way the spin farming kind of works. It's super low overhead. It's really just me. And we want to do education and teach people how to do their own gardening, but it's just me. So working those types of educational days into the weekly schedule is difficult. But I'm doing all of the work anyway throughout the week. So if I can figure out a way to record it, they can see exactly what I do. I think this is better because you can interact with me through chat, ask questions on the fly about why I'm doing something, have me explain why I'm doing it, and see how that works. It'll reconnect people with their food system. Lots of people buy from the store, which is fine. But if you want food security, you need to be connected with your food system. And part of that is knowing where your food's from or where your food grows from. But like I said before, if you live in a town and it only has 7 days worth of food in it, you don't know where that food's coming from. So allow people to get a look inside and see what it takes to get their food, even if they don't necessarily know exactly where the food's coming from. And we'll bring the farming into your room, basically, your cell phone, your TV. Another problem with agriculture right now is that the average age of farmers is somewhere between like 60 and 65, which is bad because if you don't have farmers, you don't have food. And part of that is exposure. Like the younger kids don't want to do this stuff because they also don't know about it. So that's what it's another goal of mine with this stream is to expose the younger generation to farming. As we get this stuff figured out and dialed in, I'm going to take you guys to our local food scene producers. So my friend that does the meat, I have friends that do sourdough bread. I have a friend that runs a store that has spices, salt, and all kinds of really cool seasonings. And also bring you into the market. And then extend my own reach so that people can get their hands on what it's really like trying to farm produce. With their eyes on, really. So the basic schedule that we're going to do for the content is going to be Mondays and Tuesdays is going to be field work. Wednesdays is going to be harvest day. Thursday is going to be wash day. Friday, pack and deliveries if the restaurants want me to be filming in their restaurant. If they don't, then we won't be showing that. But for sure packing. And then Saturday will be market day, where you'll see, the highs and lows of market days. It'll be discreet. I'll probably let people know somehow that I'm recording. Keep all their personal information, safe and secure, off camera. But just to give you kind of a look. And this will be a recurring weekly schedule. And you'll be able to interact with me while we do work on the farm and see what it takes to grow your food. I appreciate you stopping by and checking out this video. And we'll get started as soon as I get the rig tested and set up, working just perfect. And we'll be announcing that shortly. My name's Danny. I own a multi-locational, beyond organic urban farm where I grow fresh produce and sell it to direct to consumer, so like restaurants, farmers market. Also, I run a 20-person CSA, which stands for Community Supported Agriculture. They pay ahead of time and get a weekly bag of produce, everything that I harvest off the farm that week. I have 2 plots. One I run in conjunction with a local nonprofit called Square Mile Community Development, and the other is in a new housing development that they wanted to have a source for locally grown produce for the neighborhood. So I guess a little bit more about me. Grew up in a really small town and was heavily influenced by punk rock, and especially the questioning type of your government. Almost an unhealthy distrust of government. That kind of led me into gardening. I started learning about how fragile our food system is, what actually goes into it, the fact that most metropolitan areas don't have more than 7 days of food on hand. It's concerning. While I was just kind of hobby gardening, I was working at a national retail chain in IT, software development. My team was a web team. We dealt with the website, so information flowing to, maintenance of, and information flowing down from the website, so like orders and stuff. After 8 years, I was the company went into bankruptcy, and I was all self-taught, developmental wise. I didn't have the piece of paper to say, "Hey, I know what I'm doing. Hire me." And moving wasn't an option for me, so I felt like I was gonna be stuck where I was, and fighting with 25 other people that were gonna be looking for a job too, which I didn't really want to do. So I started Nuke City Veg in my backyard on 2,000 square feet. Like I said, the main reason why I started was food security, so I could have some kind of direct link to my food source. First year I was terrible at it. It was all kind of trial and error, trying to figure out what works best in my area. And I found some podcasts and read some books and kind of implemented their systems in my backyard. Right around the time the company was filing for bankruptcy, I was finishing up putting in a larger garden in my backyard, and I thought the plan was to sell my extra stuff on weekends for fun, but what ended up happening was this turned into my full-time job. This gave me independence and freedom to do what I feel like, have a fulfilling job where I interact with my customers almost on a daily basis, and get away from the reliance on current food structures that I don't feel like are sustainable. The type of farming that we do at Nuke City is it's based on spin farming, small plot intensive farming. The types of crops we grow allow us to grow year round. We specialize mostly in like leafy greens, roots, for your radishes and carrots, herbs, We do some longer term stuff like squash, zucchini, tomatoes. Like I said before, we do direct to consumer, CSA, restaurant, and farmers market sales. So we don't sell to distributors. We don't sell to retailers. Any retail store that I would have my produce in, I would have direct control over pricing and display. Another reason why the small plot intensive type farming has a benefit is it has a low environmental impact. It's kind of in everybody's consciousness right now, and we use minimal mechanization, so we're not adding too much to carbon into the atmosphere. We do most of the work by hand, so it's all labor intensive. We also work to maintain our soil through soil management practices that isn't seen on most conventional farms. Pesticides and herbicides tend to degrade your soils and makes it to where you have the Dust Bowl of the 1920s. Not a good sustainable way of farming and can't be sustained in the long term, I feel. So in starting Nuke City, we've really had to develop awareness for our local food scene. We're not known in my town for our local food production. If you're a farmer or a rancher, you're growing corn, cotton, maybe soy, sorghum, and beef, which, those are all commodity crops supported by subsidies, which have their place. But my type of farming doesn't have any of those, safety nets, which is partly why we do the crops we do. If we have crop failure, we can be up and running again in 4 or 5 weeks. It's a rough month that month, but we can get right back into selling. Whereas most conventional farmers, they're done for the year if they have a catastrophic crop failure. So kind of have built-in crop insurance through the things we grow. In developing that, we've kind of ran into a few issues. Our visibility is relatively small, and so we kind of have this cyclical problem here. I'm sure this would happen in most places where there's not enough local food, vegetable production, so there's not very much demand for it. If we had more production, the demand would go up because people would see it more, it would be more visible to them. But because there's not much demand, people don't want to get into gardening and farming for profit using vegetable production, because the demand's not there. So that means the supply's not there. It's like this weird cyclical problem that doesn't follow the normal rules of supply and demand. It's really annoying. And it's not just specific to me. Like I have a friend that does pasture-raised pork, lamb, poultry, and beef, and he kind of has the same problem. I had this idea to start an IRL drain using this one, Lone Gardener, to kind of give people the opportunity to reconnect with their food system on an interactive virtual basis. I'm gonna have a whole rig set up that I'm gonna wear, and I'll take you through the day of what it takes to grow your produce. And some of it's gonna be really boring, like weeding, bed maintenance. But we're gonna be doing planting, harvesting. It's gonna be like this honest portrayal of what it's like to grow vegetables for profit. Another big thing that we've always wanted to focus on but can't because of the way the spin farming kind of works. It's super low overhead. It's really just me. And we want to do education and teach people how to do their own gardening, but it's just me. Yeah, there we go. Now we have audio. You miss farming? I'm sorry.
Hi.
How's your finals going?
Terrible.
Terrible? What do you mean terrible?
I'm like 2 weeks late on 3 of my classes with homework, and I have 2 midterms tomorrow.
Tatum!
I'm doing bad.
That's not good.
No, it's not. I wanted to be at home, but I was like, I'm gonna go drive around.
You need to take a break, obviously. Okay. Big crackles. Everything is squishy. Is that better? Better? Ray says hi. Is it still crackling? Okay, mic is back on. How is that?
All the little sprouties.
Yes,
They're so cute.
there we go. Now we're good. Okay. So Tatum's got. Tatum has. She's our intern, for those of you guys who don't know.
Yeah, I haven't
Much
been
more
here.
better. She hasn't been here in a minute, but she has finals this week and is not happy about them.
No, I'm not. They're not fun.
Well, it's not. Life isn't fun.
Life should be fun.
No. Life is not. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. I
No.
already know this is the first time I've ever worn my docs in mud.
Why are you wearing your docs in mud? They're.
No, they're supposed to be worn in mud.
Guys.
They're work boots.
They are not work boots.
You have said multiple times they're work boots. Why don't you wear them?
You don't wear them as work boots.
No, I don't. I wear them as my fancy boots.
So.
My dog stepped on my dog.
Oh no, you scratched your shiny Dr. Martens. Silly. Oh, what'd I do with my tote? I left my tote somewhere. Is that pointing up too far? I'm confused.
Who's confused?
Me, I'm confused.
Why are you confused?
Because
ripped your shirt.
Yes, I did rip my shirt.
When?
Docs for kicking everything is true.
I played soccer in docks, and everyone was afraid of
You
me.
played soccer in docks?
It was at church. I didn't know I
How
was playing
dare
soccer,
you?
And everyone was afraid of me because they were afraid I'm gonna kick them.
Yeah, kick them in the shins.
I almost kicked Anna Essler.
That's so mean. Why are you playing docks? Why are you playing soccer in docks? You think the angle's fine?
No, playing soccer. I don't normally play soccer. We got the ball stuck in the tree though. That was fine.
How'd you?
How
So
do
like
you
a
kick it?
fir tree
No. What?
or like a pine tree? Hey, there's a bee.
Yeah, I know. It's been stuck in here. It's been up there.
Since when?
The bee?
Yeah.
It was. Did you not hear it like hitting the thing and buzzing up there? a minute
No.
ago?
Huh.
Yeah, it's been in here.
Kicking balls at church. What? It's a new thing apparently.
Look at this fat little fish.
Yeah, do that. Those are carrots.
Carrots?
Yeah. You should know that by now.
I thought they were carrots, but I'm not too smart.
There's the self-deprecating humor. That would not have gone down well at your old church.
Today too.
Tatum, what are you doing?
It's at 3:30 though. I'm fine.
3:30. You have 1.5 hours. 2, I guess. 2.5 hours.
That's sad. I forgot I had class today.
You have class and you have finals? Is this like a different class?
Oh, it's chemistry. I have my final starting today at 7 p.m. for chemistry. The bee is stuck.
Yeah, yeah, that happens. They're dumb insects. No, I'm positive, Stream Dad. That is carrots. I did not put down any parsley. I promise.
And are these the little radishes?
Yep, those are radishes.
Cilantro?
Cilantro, yep. That's the gourmet mix.
Gourmet, that's what I thought.
Uh-huh.
She said it looks so good.
It does look good. Now that I pulled all the weeds out of it. This not so much. There's lots of grass in there, so I'm probably gonna torch most of that part.
That's fun.
Yes, fire's always fun.
Oh.
Yes, fire's the best. I understand why you don't like
I
fire.
like fire.
You're silly.
Scout likes fire.
Scout's no, that's Reese. Never mind.
Reese is mean.
That's what I was gonna say. Reese.
Scout's mean too, though. Like yesterday, I went into Chick-fil-A and she said something to me and I accidentally yelled at her and she left me.
Why did you yell at her?
Because
She left you at Chick-fil-A, so you had to walk home?
I had my car, but like, because we were meeting at Chick-fil-A to get food.
That's what you do at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Get food.
And she was like, okay, we're gonna go through the drive-thru, then we're gonna meet up at Mom's work. And I was like, okay, so I went through the drive-thru and she went inside.
Okay.
And so then I had to drive out of the drive-thru, like out of the line. Felt like an idiot. And then I went in, she goes, oh, do you expect me to wait for you? And I said yes, but I yelled yes because I was angry. And she goes, just because you yelled at me, I'm leaving.
Why didn't you just go through the drive-thru?
Because I thought, I didn't know.
She wasn't waiting on
I
you.
wanted to eat lunch with my sister.
She didn't want to eat lunch with you at Chick-fil-A.
Careful, sir.
I'm always careful. I don't know what you're talking about.
I missed this.
Your boot just squished? Did not sound like you said boot. Done for it. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Yep, spring
Hey,
lights.
I know things.
You know some things. Where'd my tote go? There it is. The tote's right here. Yes, in all the mooshes. Okay, go home. Do good on your exams.
Oh, I love the smell of this.
It's very flavorful, isn't it? Aromatic. Okay, bye. Okay, back at it. Ugh. Make good grades. She's not confident at all. Not confident one bit. But yes, Pija, the Insta360 looks just like a GoPro. I believe in her too, but she's not very self-confident right now. Break her legs? What would that help? She wouldn't be able to go anywhere. She would have to sit down and do her work. But that would be mean. I'm not mean. You thought it was a saying? No, don't break a leg. Or break a leg is like when you're about to go on stage. But you don't break someone else's leg, you tell someone to break their own leg. Break a leg is a theater thing. It's bad luck to say good luck at the theater, which is silly. Just say good luck, because that's what you mean anyway. That's no. Macbeth isn't cursed. People just need to get better at plays. There we go. Now you can see what I'm doing. No one knows why, but it is. That's silly. There has to be a reason. Was it because it's Shakespeare and it's not that good of a play? Doing the play Macbeth is not cursed. If you just stand on the stage and say Macbeth, bad things happen. I'm gonna go do it sometime and see what happens, because I think that's just silly. I mean, technically, right now, the garden is a stage, and I've said Macbeth like 8 times. Because, you know, video things. Here's what Google says. Cursed from the beginning, a coven of witches objected to Shakespeare using real incantations, so they put a curse on the play. Legend has it the play's first performance around 1606 was riddled with disaster. Maybe they were just shitty actors. Tired of witches getting blamed for things. It's so dumb. Be accountable. You sucked. Do better. They also believed in witches and burnt them. Probably not a good source of info. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Theater runs on a lot of superstitions, no matter how silly. Well, maybe it shouldn't. So what you're saying is actors who proclaim they're atheists really aren't? Part of what makes it fun. Is it though? Is it fun? Why not just put on a good performance instead of being afraid of a performance you're putting on? That doesn't sound fun to me. Like at all. You'd have to ask those questions of atheist actors. It is fun. No one is afraid. That's silly. Well, then why do they do the stupid superstitious stuff if they're not afraid? And I'm glad you love this stream, Farts. We have philosophical discussions here while I'm doing boring, tedious work. I just don't get it. What? Explain it to me. Ray. because it doesn't make any sense. It's just silly. They're afraid something bad is going to happen while they say Macbeth on stage, so they do all these silly, weird things so that those bad things don't happen. And when those bad things don't happen, they're affirmed in their belief that what the silly things they did actually worked, when really, nothing was going to happen in the first place. So, explain it to me. Because it doesn't make any sense. Next time I go into a theater, I'm yelling Macbeth at the top of my lungs. And I don't care who's with me. I'm a fan of yours now, Fart. Loneliness does not come from having no people about one, but from being unable to communicate the things that seem important to oneself, or from holding certain views which others find inadmissible. Bye, Farts. Glad you hung out. I hope I didn't upset you. It's a bit abrupt. Really, I'm just teasing Ray. That's all. Because she's a theater nerd. My music stopped. Okay, be right back. Well, I'll be right here. So quiet now with no music in my headphones. And it's getting hot. Starting to get sweaty. Sprouter's here. Well, we'll seriously fight. Falling over. Because I said Macbeth 8 times. It's getting hot in here. Oh, hey, we're at the end. We're at the end. Nice. My back hurts. Okay, I'm gonna move you on the other end. We'll get started down there. Whew. Here we go. Okay, sweet. Okay, now drink. There's the afternoon wind. These two beds will go quick. So wet from all the snow melt. It's crazy. Mm-hmm. No, that was the fire hydrant, the water hydrant running. Did not pee, PJ. Lol. Fire hydrant randomly going off. What other excuses can you make? Yeah, that's kind of the only one. It's a tsunami, yes. Heavy torrential downpour. That's kind of the only 3 I can think of. But I promise I was not peeing. It's okay. It's not a taboo. Well, a certain doctor got suspended for going into the bathroom and peeing while on stream. So everyone pees. Everyone does pee, but I don't think Twitch likes it on their platform. I don't know. That might just be me, but a certain doctor who shall not be named because apparently you can't even watch him play chess without your account getting suspended. Yes, he went to the bathroom. While, like, live at TwitchCon. I agree. You should probably not. You're right. I agree. He did. I don't think he did it on purpose, or at least that's what he said. Yeah, it was the idea of it. It would be. I wouldn't like to be shown a bathroom on someone's. I mean, yeah, true, agreed. I don't. That's not what he did, though. Okay, Pija, taking it a little bit too far. It's funny. These beds on the edges are gonna be sopping wet. When the snow finally melts. Probably mostly all melt today and tomorrow. But these middle beds are getting dry, so I'm gonna have to water them. It's private space. Probably why he got suspended, banned. You're not wrong. Whoa. Nope. With you there, buddy. Maybe we could get... No, I doubt it. We'll have to probably come back to this tomorrow and then we'll get started cleaning out the container. So now that we established that you no longer have to be live in fear of the PASM. Okay. Okay, Peach. Good to know. Yeah, I think that compost had a bunch of seed in it. Grass seed, anyway. No excuses from now on. Embrace myself. Okay. I'll try. Ow. Toes sticking into the dirt. But this bed seems to be fairly clean of it, so I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. This bed did have grass in it, so. We didn't clean it out from underneath the tomatoes. Just don't show it. Don't go too far. Okay. There's a line. We have to make sure we don't cross it. Is that what you're saying? Have you ever guys seen the Sherlock TV series with Benjamin Cumberbatch? Yes. Really good. I enjoyed it a lot. I don't think we've watched the newer episodes though. You recently started watching it? What do you think? You like it? You've only watched the American version, Elementary? Oh. I don't know. BBC. It's pretty good. Like all the other top-rated TV series is Dexter or The Wire. I mean, yeah, it's good. I understand that point of view. Ray has a crush on Benjamin Cumberbatch. Celebrity crush. So she enjoys watching it a lot. You're British, you automatically hate BBC, it's in your blood. Why is that? Is that because it's government funded and stuff? You like Sherlock, and it's different, just 2 to 3 episodes, but like 1.5 hours long. His face is kind of strange to me. Dad, I'm right there with you, PJ. It's all long. nothing wrong with long faces, but it is different. You have to pay £160 for a TV license for a channel you don't watch. Mandatory TV bills too. Yeah, that's silly. Taxes, that's a price we have to pay for living in a civilized society. Yep, we don't. That's nice. You don't own a TV doesn't mean you want to watch propaganda stuff. Yep. Some would say you're supporting the arts, PJ, not watching propaganda. Nah, those TV channels are crap. Like, there's barely any movies on them anyway. Oh. So you're mad they don't play movies? I'm sorry you guys have to deal with that. You could move to America. Oh, I'm getting sweaty. Getting sweaty in here. It's supposed to be like the 80s tomorrow. Low quality stuff and based news. Most people just never register for it. Oh. But doesn't it come out of your normal, like, taxes and stuff? So they don't have you in the database. Oh, okay. It's not taxes, it's a mandatory fee. You have to pay it yourself. Well, what happens when you don't pay it? Do they arrest you? Hi, what's up, Spider? Spider just ran across my hand. That was interesting. Yeah, but they can't really enforce it because it's not official law. you get fined. Already happened to somebody you know for a few years back. Oh, that's so stupid. What's the fine? Theft? What's the premise of the fine, I guess, is the better question. Theft? Because you're using it and not paying for it, or what? Probably. Problem is they don't really want to use it. But it's not locked or something. That's so dumb. So it's basically a trap. If you do use it, you have to pay for it. And if you don't pay for it, you have to pay a fine. But it's accessible to everyone with a TV. That's dumb. Even if you don't use it but own a satellite, you should pay. Well, yeah. Why? Just because you have a satellite dish? That's silly. That's okay. That's why it's stupid. Yeah. So how do they catch you? I guess is the other question. They know your house, accessed it. Even if you were just like flipping channels and accidentally hit it. If you wanted to, you could use it. Oh. Most people never register and pay for it. That's funny. That's probably what I would do. Okay, so how is it not a tax if it's a fee levied by the state? Your dad paid once a few years back and now he's stuck. Now they have to keep paying it. Because if they don't, they get in trouble. It's an obligatory service. Like tax. Like there's not... Yep. Right? So, like, the military. In the United States, the government is obligated to protect its citizenry. And its borders, and we use the military for that. But we don't pay extra. That's just part of the taxes. But most of the time you still go private anyway. Makes perfect sense. Nope, totally. Well, that's why the European countries are freaking out right now, because for the past 60 years, the United States has been their military, so they can have all of these quote unquote free things, but they also don't have to defend themselves. So they were able to put all of their money into their social programs, and they don't have any military or substantial military. And then things like Russia happen, Russia and Ukraine, and everybody's like, oh my God, what happened? Why we can't do anything? Well, it's because, yeah. You're welcome, I guess. Sorry. No, never truly free. Free when it comes to the government and things the government does. Free means stolen, in my opinion. Because it's taken from me and given to you through the use of force. Because if I don't pay those taxes, the government will come to my door and arrest me. Even though the national income tax was never properly ratified by 2/3 majority of the states. Everyone has to pay for it when owning a business, or business owner is paying you for if you're employed. It is usually much higher than the US, well, until now, where that is actually a tax and was designed as such from the beginning. And never understood the term free when you had to pay a monthly fee. Nope, exactly. Well, you have free TV. Also, so there's that. Oh, sorry, I need to blow my nose, wash my hands, take a break. Be right back. Pija, number 3 for you, buddy. I'm gonna sit down too. Enjoy the view. Okay, back from blowing my nose. You'll troll one day and stop and start the tap. You know, yeah, I totally could do that. That'd be funny. Sorry about the mic rubbing. Sorry about my butt. Halfway down that bed almost. Those two beds. Not too shabby. Alright, so there's four. There's four go-tos. Lovely afternoon wind on the high plains. Whoa. Stream Dad's writing paragraphs. When people who couldn't afford it the people here in the US who were getting free healthcare still get free healthcare, and the people who couldn't afford it have to pay a percentage of their income. But those who make better money pay even more because it's a percentage of your income. The more you make, the more you pay, even if it's more than you were paying before your Affordable Care Act was put into law. So if you want to make it more affordable, you have to have a larger deductible to offset the cost of the insurance. Yours went up $3,000 a year. You have a $75,000 deductible. Ugh, dude, that sucks. And I know you have extensive personal knowledge of the U.S. healthcare system too. I think the stream I was watching, your wife had serious medical issues, and I figure from your overlays it has something to do with ovarian cancer. Your monthly health care also went up like $100 a month. Yeah, it's kind of broken everywhere. You can no longer deduct it. Oh, they're so dumb. Oh, sweet. Yep, and your deductibles were over $50,000 for the surgery. So you had to pay $50,000 for the surgery before they would pay anything else. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, makes sense. Stream Dad, thanks for posting that. I will look that up. That camera you use. Yeah, I'll look it up.
The
Let's see.
Chicago Manual of Thermodynamic Flux Induction Circuit Design.
Goes in for testing. It's $1,000 each time. Dude, I'm sorry. That's... Yeah, out of your pockets, yeah. Because you have to get to that, you have to get to 75K before they even pay anything. Yuck. Those prices in the US for medicals are simply scammy. That's the wonderful, affordable healthcare system. Like all overpriced. Well, so
No way.
yes and no.
I don't
The reason why our
Whoa.
medications and stuff,
I bet this would work.
the reason why our medications and stuff are overpriced, are priced higher than what you pay, is because they're developed here. Somebody has to pay for it, even though we use our taxes to develop them. Haggle the prices down, but there is still the deductibles for what the final price is. Yeah, it's not a good system. It doesn't work.
No way.
It's really not.
I don't wanna.
I need to switch arms. I think my other arm's starting to hurt.
The Chicago
It's gonna be weird looking at my other arm.
Dynamic Flux Induction Circuit Design. I bet this would work better than a sleeping pill.
Does the ambulance ride cost? Because that's paid by the insurance, or kind of. Patents and stuff. Patent manipulation is part of the problem. And it's kind of the same problem with student loans. Like, the government underwrites all that stuff, so schools can charge whatever they want. Open these tunnels up real quick so they don't get too hot. Every aspect of everything. But yeah, isn't it overpriced? Yes, because the government underwrites everything. So the government guarantees the prices. So if I can't pay, the government will pay. I don't know why I walked on the outside through all the snow when I could have walked through the inside. Hot in here. Yeah. Well, attitude. Gotta properly spend their money to get yuck. Unhappy. Not a fan. Not a fan. Oh, never gonna happen even. Gonna fight the price down like it's a bazaar? No. Supply company and you build hospitals 20 pounds for a ream of paper. Yeah, because the government's going to pay the 20 pounds for the ream of paper. It's like price fixing. But it's okay because it's the government. It's stupid. Yeah, fake prices. Fixed by the government. Great. Love it. Thanks. Not a fan. Oh, that spring mix smells so good. Businesses get charged more than household services. They say you can write it off, so you get charged more. To be honest, Poland is overall a pretty nice place to live. Only recently, it's getting kind of absurd. Yeah, no, same. Texas, same way. United States, same way. Right, but people don't think through the consequences of government spending. They just think it's free and that the government can do it and should do it. You don't think about what happens, or why the current problem is the current problem. More government is not the solution. Because government fucked it up in the first place. Your house phone costs $35 a month. Your business phone is $129. Same service, same company? Ugh, yuck. The current party kind of going full social, throwing money away to certain people and then making it worse for... Yeah, government, it's great. It's a great thing. Savior of all mankind. They will save us all. Yep. This bed's actually fairly clean. I'm kind of happy about that. It might be because it's dry on top, but these little baby tomato plants are easy to pull. Whoa. Recently, Poland is threatening to leave the EU. That's hilarious. I mean, not anymore, I'm sure. Because, you know, Russia. They got quiet when the EU actually helps them. Yeah, same with, you know, United States. They are so upset about the January protests on capitalists because they are realizing their people are getting pissed off and they know they need to be protected. Peach's current party is so anti-EU. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I, Stream Dad Pops, agree. They're being dummies. Now, anyone who disagrees with the government doing things and damage changes, etc., are considered domestic terrorists. It's documented as such. Oh, I know. I know. I know. So at the end of the year last year, we're having a similar discussion, kind of, and I looked at the camera and was like, my very existence is a seditious rebellion. Because everything I'm doing goes against current government policy and norms. Because local food production is not a thing that is encouraged or even wanted by our current government and the structures it's put in place for food production. A, that can be a lonely place sometimes. B, it can be fun. It's freeing. There's that. So I can do things the way I want. Not be beholden to anyone. And the things I grow, and be beholden to my customers, not anyone else. That's why you hate politics. It's not actually trying to make things better. It's making things up so someone will vote for them. Then you win, you talk shit about the opposition. Yep. Nope. Totally true. I'll hunker down and I'll grow food. And sell it to people at a reasonable price.
If you get hold of two magnets and you push them, you can feel.
Or at least attempt to. Without gouging them because I have a certain label.
What do you mean, what's the feeling?
Or use a certain method of growing.
I mean, the sensation is that there's something there when you push these two magnets together.
It's an excellent question. Of course you feel it. Now what do you want to know?
Hello Base today. We don't use their sponsored chemical factory products or the growing commodity crops. We're not involved in their robust conversations. Robust, defined as backroom private payoffs. Exactly. Exactly. So, fuck them. And commodity crops, we actually don't. Ready to eat? They have to be processed in some way. Which means adding all kinds of crap and sugar.
And when you explain a why, you have to be in some framework that you allow something to be true. And so you begin to get a very interesting understanding of the world and all its complications. I can't explain.
We don't play by their rules, we don't get their help, but we also aren't beholden to them.
You say, how does it work? How does it work? How does it work? How does it work?
Is there any country that actually likes their government, though? There's a reason the ex-heads of Monsanto are running, supervising federal agricultural. Yeah, for sure. No, I doubt it, Bija.
You say, how does it work?
I probably wouldn't be happy most places. I'm more of a minarchist than anything. And government likes to have power, and it doesn't like me wanting to take its power, so.
You say, how does it work?
We don't really get along. And the reason... no, it's just corruption, that's all. That's it.
You can't do a good job, any job, of explaining magnetic.
Check and see what time it is. 2:34. Okay, we got a little bit more time. Ray sure did BRB for a long time. Only large commodity farmers are eligible for crop insurance. The ones that forced to use overpriced Monsanto products and Yep. It's stupid. I mean, they say that they want 3 years of crop production records, and then you can qualify for it, but it's not guaranteed you're going to get it either.
That'll be a pleasant surprise. I'm quite like surprised. But I strongly take leave to doubt it.
You've been quietly lurking. I just figured you would say, hey, I'm back. I'm sorry work was done, Beb.
One can't live without fear, especially what is your attitude towards me?
Oh.
I didn't pick this fight, but now I'm in it. I'd like to. Yes, Sean.
Babe, do I need to quit now so I can pick up the middle one? Do you need me to do that? So that you can concentrate on your work stuff? I love your face.
Doesn't feel like fighting at all. Possibly resisting.
You're wonderful. Thanks for being here.
No. You feel as if you're drowning in passivity.
Yes, I'm asking if I need to pick up the middle one. Since that's not what we planned on today. So that you can finish up your work stuff.
I've set my face to try to demonstrate that
It's okay, you can pick the middle one up? Okay.
it will yield to reason and science. And that's what I'm trying to spend my time vindicating.
It's getting hot in here, guys.
Putting myself on the
My glasses want to fall off.
men of medicine and science and reason who are trying to reduce it to something that is understandable, assimilable to reason, and that will be brought under control.
If it's hot, open a window. Nothing's urgent, it's just annoying. Okay. Well, I would open the tunnels, but I don't want the snow to fall on the beds. And that's what'll happen because it's all built up like 1.5 feet on the edges of the tunnel. So, yeah. Man, you're also ready, getting hot when the sun's straight at me. Yeah, it's a little warm. I mean, it's nice, feels good. It means we're probably pretty safe in the growing season now. But goodness, came on quick, and these tunnels get frackin' toasty. Almost all your snow is melted off, even the stuff from last night. PJ, you have no AC. It's a little better when being outside, but being in front of your computer for 10 hours, it's so hot. One of those movable ACs? Yes, those things are magic. Pops, does that mean you're about to really hit it hard and then try and get stuff into the greenhouses? snow again tonight, supposedly. You draw out the side, but it's supposed to get down to the 20s and 30s at night, and highs in the upper 30s most next week. Okay. Next Wednesday, our highs are going to be in the 80s. So fun. I only got to enjoy my pants for a little while. We're gonna have to go back to shorts. You've been relaxing after getting back before going out to start the cardboard laying and wood chip loading. Oh yeah. Ugh. How's that going? You got lots more to do? Did you find any more cardboard? Sounds like it's going to be a lot of cardboard. For something that you were going to say, no shirt, no pants stream. You didn't look today. You're sure you'll need to run tomorrow and find more? That's Moncatos. Moncatos? No, I mean we could do a no pants stream, I guess. That might be fun. ASMR. Oh no. A certain person would probably not appreciate that very much.
To be proud that our species has been able to see so far, and to judge our merit in part by the very science that has so deflated our pretension.
Need a couple pairs of Zubaz to wear over your shorts. Super light and airy, and protect from bugs. Monka TOS. Oh, okay. Keep your pants on. I'd be wearing underwear. I would just have to stream in hot tubs. It's like swimming trunks. It'd be the new guy meta. Be the male amaranth. You have a few pair, they have zebra stripes and they look funny, but they're so comfy. Nice.
If we understand nature, there's a prospect of controlling it, or at least mitigating it. In this sense, science brought hope.
I'm losing some mix with that, but I'd rather get the grass out than. Can't see anything, my glasses keep falling off. You need to reopen the water hole. Oh. Sure. If I'm not wearing my glasses, I can't see the weeds.
Religions arose in part as attempts to propitiate and control, if not much to understand, the disorderly aspect of nature.
Are we winning? Yes! We are. See? We have half a bed left. The camera hasn't died again. Well, actually, we have this half too, so 1.5 beds left. And we're melting from hot. Always winning, for sure. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish this one and then I'm gonna turn the water on, so, because it's starting to get a little dry. And the plants are getting hot too, so I need to cool them off a bit. Rest your eyes. Okay. Yeah, I want to get some water in here. It's starting to look a little wilty behind me. It's not too bad, but a little bit, a little spray of water will help. Ugh. Back's getting good work today too. Oh, he needs new pants for sure. No, shorts. I need new shorts. I have pants. I'm wearing these pants are great. Holding up awesome. Look at this. Just so drenched in sweat. That's good work. 4 beds? 4 beds today? 3.5 yesterday. And then we have this little strip right here. And we gotta finish the pathways. And t-shirts. They are like wearing a t-shirt for pants. They're so comfortable and cool. Awesome. Love you, babe. Bye. I'm not a mess. I'm not a mess. I'm a hard worker. Oh boy, and that's cold out here. Bye, Ray. Love you. Okay, that's good enough. We'll run the water real quick. Just a slight spritz.
Doesn't feel like fighting. You're possibly resistant. No. You feel as if you're drowning in passivity.
I went past it. 1. 7 minutes, that'll work. Okay, you get your t-shirts from Duluth Trading Company. They last forever, real quality stuff, and longer so you don't get plumber's crack syndrome. Oh, nice. I'll have to look at the t-shirts on Duluth.
It's a malady like that will yield to reason and science, and that's what I'm trying to spend my time vindicating.
For sure. We'll have to look on Duluth. All right, I'm gonna dump this trash. So muddy.
Men of medicine is we're trying to reduce it to something that is understandable, similar
Oh. Get on their mailing list. They have sales all the time. Really? Cool. Yeah, I'll have to check them out. I mean, I have a jacket I think that I got from Duluth. Boy, long day today. Ugh. You have 2 bibballs? Like overalls, but bibs? Nice. I bet that comes in handy when you're working in the mud, huh? Might need to invest in some of those. Much nicer than Carhartt's? Really? Cool. Whew. Clean beds and make a happy farmer. Okay, so since we're coming at the end of the stream, is there anybody we want to raid? Does anybody have any place in particular? Any streamer in particular? $62 degrees at the moment. Oh. I think what we're gonna do is, because Tops so graciously has rated us a few times, we're gonna throw it over to the Fox Cooley Farms stream. To say thank you. Here we go. Now I can get in front of the camera. Ugh. 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 So much stuff. Whew. Ray's not here to hit the button, so it's just gonna take a little bit. But hopefully my phone doesn't fall into the water. That would be bad. Okay, I want to say some thank yous. Echo hosted us today, so thank you, Echo Eclipse. You're awesome. No Neko Peehee gifted a month and followed. And then we got Farts 420 and Striving for Sustainability. They followed. So, thank you guys so much. Appreciate you. Stream Dad, thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna do some thingies. Pound the socials. And then pound the Discord. If you want to hang out and chat, look at pictures, play games, play a lot of Tarkov, so if you want to hang out, thank you guys for being here so much. That was a good day. We'll be finishing up this half of that one bed that we have left, and then we'll get started cleaning out the pack house. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. And then we're gonna raid Fox capital C